my videos to upload. And in the meantime, I wanted to talk about a few things when the state of the game, especially when it comes to Marvel Rivals. Just get a little bit. And as you see, I got my Carnage shirt. Had to go with it because we got some things to truly talk about. There's been some things that's gone on that I didn't really get to address. So yeah, gotta really get on that. Hopefully, we get get a bit of get people to get into it. At least get some get some viewership. I will say the last time I did anything live like this is, it was yesterday. And it was last night basically. So hopefully, people enjoyed some of the snippets that we had when we were Monday Night Raw. It was a very fun time. I very much appreciated the fact that just being there and having that good time, or at least having that camaraderie with some other people. But here. How Devil Dinosaur is going to feel amongst the player base. And granted, I can say for sure, he's not completely gutted, but he's not the same. So, so for those that don't know, he got nerfed from season 8 and 8.5. He had half a season to really dominate, and it was a good domination because at the same time he had strong counters, serious strong counters, and they had no need to gut that dinosaur, or at least to give him on the die that he says that they put him on. So, welcome to the stream. I hope everybody just listening in and just go ahead and just making my talks about what's been going on in the state of the game that is Marvel Rivals as of late. So there was a tournament, Sinner's tournament. That's another thing that we can go into. But I really want to focus on NetEase. NetEase in particular, NetEase specifically. They allowed pros to just dictate what was going to happen in the game, and you can't let that happen when it comes to your state of the game. When if you're gonna, at the end of the day, pros are not gonna push for the game. Like they're not gonna push for this game to be as well as it needs to be. So if you do understand play Marvel Rivals, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. I'm currently just talking about the state of the game, or at least Marvel Rivals in general, while waiting on some of my videos to upload. So I hope everybody's enjoying it. Yeah. Um, a mean teacher. I mean, what do you teach? Again, though, but whatever you teach, hopefully is a dope subject, and hopefully we get that type of literacy. We definitely need our literacies up. Hello, welcome. You are sub. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, no. To talk about more Marvel Rivals, definitely NetEase really needs to grow a backbone or get a set of balls or something when it comes to just saying sticking it to what needs to be done for the game. You got to listen to the casuals when it comes to how things are fun, but when it comes to the pro scene and stuff along those lines, like you can listen to them when it comes to those balances. But the dinosaur had too many counters. People were upset that tanks were strong, and Vanguards being strong does not seem like the case that people want when it comes to the Marvel Rivals. And I'm not here to just talk about just that, just not just NetEase, because NetEase is just one snippet of the problem that is Marvel, that has a lot of things when it comes to Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals has a lot of problems, minor problems that add up into its own big case, right? So NetEase being one thing, like I'm just talking about how they need balance changes. They really need to crack down on how they balance the game. You got to balance it well. If you're gonna, first and foremost, you can't have all this damage put out in the game like a hero shooter like Marvel Rivals and not expect the healing to need to be the same case. You got to have that rapport. And it's not like you have a set of like, oh, we have everything that block damage. No, that's not true. Vanguards are definitely struggling. Hell, if anything, like you don't need as many vanguards or whatever. But the problem is though, you don't have the variety in vanguards as well. So you got you have your main vanguards or what seems to be main type of vanguards, and sit there on main, block the damage, be a big shield. We need a big shield tank. Actually, I heard that in one of my comp games, and we didn't switch to a shield tank, and we still won. So, just to show you, like, it's a mentality when it comes to like who's actually supposed to be main tanking versus like who's off tanking, and understanding what you need when it comes to your team comp. You have to look at your team comp first and understand it. So, if you're not understanding it, off rip, you already lost, or at the very least, you have a you have a misconstrued sense of what your comp is. So when it comes to, if you guys have seen my gameplay, or at the very least, if you've seen any of the stuff that I play, I do like to play melee, dive. From actually, my main style is brawl for sure. Main style is brawl. I can dive. I have the hit scan in my back pocket. I can shoot. So it's not a matter of skill when it comes to that aspect. But I do have my mains, right? I do like what I like, and I do have a certain play style. Granted, though, peeling is very much a part of the brawl, which is why I really much like brawl playstyle. So I do that. So you guys seen my gameplay. You guys seen once they upload and stuff, you'll understand. Or at the very least, if you already seen some of the old gameplay, you really understand. You know who I play. You know who my style is. So just looking back on that and understand, like, balances need to happen. Balances need to be made so that we can do better for this game as a community. Just know that overall, has so much. Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, and I was talking about Marvel Rivals. So right now, I'm really on the NetEase portion, like playing about NetEase and how they can be better as a company first. Make sure that they balance their characters, balance others. That's basically where I'm at right now. Per se, with this call. Basically, what do y'all want to do? I'm going to market so how to go about it, or what to really give this stuff. So we got Marvel Rock, we got Netflix. Understand that balancing is hard. I understand that. Balance for the game is free. So you have to figure something out. Whether it's nerfing the damage, keep nerfing the damage how you can, which in turn you're gonna be nerfing the healing a little bit, healing output, which is fair. Once the damage starts to go down, the healing will start to be less and less, and that will be fair. Now, here's some of the other things that you need to address. You got so many different CC effects in the game, and then you added tenacity, but then it hinders player expression. Where are we getting at when it comes to player expression? Because I love my player expression, but others too. So we should express that aspect. How are you going to balance that? How are you going to figure that out when it comes to who can be better? Oh, man. There's a player, man. Nah, yeah, like I said, I'm still going to some other more games, so it's definitely a question of mine. So if you have any on the lookout. Right now, it's got a live stream talking about NetEase. We well, right now it's talking about NetEase. There's a lot that goes into Marvel Rivals. There's a lot of drama that goes into this game. It's very telling when it comes to the society that we live in. I can say that for sure. So bear with me. We are going to go through this together. We're on live. I don't know. I got notifications right now. Definitely gonna be. Sorry. All right. So back to it. Balancing. Once you have been taking steps in the right direction. This 8.5 pack, for the most part, really good. Outside of, I will say, some of the stray nerfs that happened, like Ultron, and well, Ultron was very much a stray nerf. No idea that was gonna be the case, but it happened. So yeah, no, it's pretty good. We got a little looking to make some. Oh yeah, no, let's go with that. Yeah, yeah. What would you ask NetEase to change? That's what it's gonna be for Marvel Rivals. Yep. So, all right. Yeah, it's still going. No, I'm not trying to end nothing. I gotta start this Q&A. If my did it start? I gotta hope. There we go. There we go. We got this Q&A started. Yeah, let me see if I lean that a little bit. All right, whatever the case may be. I'm trying to get out the way of it. But yeah, no, we have this. Yeah, no, seriously. NetEase needs to do better. We got to do better with even as a community itself. Just in general. My gosh, I'm trying to figure this out. There we go. Now you stuck. There we go. Put you over here. No, it's off center. Off center. Can I get you? There we go. Off center too. All right. So yeah, no, seriously, the Q&A. Sorry about all that, jargon. Yeah, no. So what would you change? What would you want NetEase to truly change about Marvel Rivals when it comes to like just balances in general? So that's going to be the Q&A. That's going to be the question of this live so far. So yeah, no, just keeping on, rolling on to the next one. So much drama that happens with Marvel Rivals. I really wish that we as a community could really come together and really figure out our stuff. I see you. Hello, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you like, share, subscribe. We got plenty of videos that are uploading currently, and I know thumbnails and stuff will be cleaned up after. But just talking about the game, just talking about Marvel Rivals in general, like we have so much drama that needs to be addressed, balances that need to be changed. Let's talk about how DPS get everything, because NetEase hates tanks. I can say that for sure. That was very much apparent when they gutted the dinosaur a little bit. Just took a little bit of meat off of him. I'm gonna shave a little bit of dino meat off of you real quick and just make you hit a little less harder, right? Make you a little less viable as a pick, even though you had some hard counters, true hard counters that really shredded you. Burst down that shield. Now, I'm not mad about the shield cooldown. I can say that for sure. I'm mad about the bleed effect. Like, really? You cut that in half. The time in half. That's crazy to say. Now, the bleed effect was not that bad. Fighting against it was not that bad, personally. And if you know, I play Mr. Fantastic. That dino would definitely duff me and beat me more times than not, without a good team behind me. So I'm just saying, like, if you have a good team, you know what you're doing, you can counter the dino with whoever you play, just as long as your team is also playing around with you. It's got to be a good mental. This team game based thing, like, people don't really get it. A lot of people just don't get it when it comes to the society that we live in. So that's just that. So balance. We need balance. We need that. We need better when it comes to that. So NetEase, Give us better. You can do that. You have the power to do that. And I understand it's a little hard. You have to cater to certain play styles and cater to what is being picked. I understand. You do. But nobody's gonna pick some of these other characters if they feel like, oh, it's garbage. Like a widow. You need to rework that. You need to figure something out for that. And honestly, I genuinely like playing as Mr. Fantastic. He may be categorized as a DPS, but definitely he feels way different. Just honestly, he feels like a less viable off tank, or depending on who you talking about. Because if you see me as that off tank that's literally holding point that didn't get bursted by everybody on the team, no, on the enemy team anyways, then that you're gonna, you can get a portal out. Oh snap, he got it. There's some time there. Yeah. And trust me, I might switch to Angela too afterwards, just to hurry up over there, because the mobility of Mr. Fantastic is man. So there you that. Hey, I hope everybody's enjoying the content that is uploading to the channel. I also about to check out the channel stuff right here. So I gotta make sure that it's all cleaned up. Gotta clean it up. Get good views. Like, share, subscribe if you already haven't. We are here uploading, just waiting on some uploads. I gotta get better. I gotta get personally better clippings. I gotta get better clips for my shorts. So that would definitely help out a lot if I had better, like if I had personal mods or something. That'd be dope. Somebody that's actually like looking through my stuff. I can say it's just me. It's just me. So another thing when it comes to controversy, Cyclops is broken. So it is good, get the fan base in there and the DPS. But Cyclops, DPS get everything. Everything. This is from a guy that likes playing tank or understands playing tank. I understand all three roles. Okay, I am a flex player through and through, true to true. Okay, you have to understand when it comes to this game, flexing is the future, right? So if you don't know which role, or you have to understand the role that you're in, you have to understand the role that you're going up against, and you have to understand what they're looking to do so that you can counter them in the moment. And if you're not really looking forward to that, then this ain't the game for you, for real. This is truly not the game. This game makes you think, and if you don't want to think, then just stay playing easy, or keep to what's comfortable for you. Because I don't force anybody to like this game. I'm here making content because I like the game. It's a big difference. Like, NetEase may piss me off more times than not, but they created something that's really captivating, that really hooks the masses, right? Like, that's the best way I can truly describe it. So I want to wind down with what we got going on here. I do appreciate everybody that did like and subscribe. I'm cleaning up some of these other videos now, just waiting on them to upload. So hopefully hopefully enjoying me watching, enjoy watching me, excuse me. What am I talking about? Enjoy watching me and talking and ranting and raging about NetEase for a little bit. So much controversy. NetEase is really the thing that I like to talk about, and we're here with that. So hopefully things can get better. But this has been Asper's Wrath. Like, share, subscribe, and until then, keep on raging, because we are out. I'm gonna keep on editing and figure this out. So stay tuned for the next one.